Hey guys, I was wanting to talk to you guys about ambition today. Y'all probably think I'm insane or have an insane amount of ambition or something like that, and I might. But let's turn around and look forward. Let's always look forward in life and talk about it. Okay, you guys know how I always am undertaking some kind of new business venture or something, always something new, always trying to evolve and rotate and make something else work. If I see some point along the way that things just aren't worth the amount of work going into it, then I switch avenues. I go down a different road, like trucking, right? When I seen the money wasn't where I wanted it to be anymore, then I got rid of my trucks. Now that's not saying that I won't at some later time go back into that and buy more trucks again. Believe me, the desire to do that again is always there. So I probably will. Because even though I'm 54, I don't feel like I'm 94. So I figure I still got 40 years to evolve and become and all of that good stuff. But I've got all these YouTube channels, and you're probably like, it does wear me thin. It really does. Like I don't, with this ambition of mine, if that's what you call it, I'm not sure. I think there might be another word. But so, like doing the Little Dogs channel, I enjoy it so much. I don't expect it to ever go anywhere or make a dime or anything. It's kind of like a hobby thing it's a really pretty house there, that I enjoy doing. And I enjoy the moto vlogs. They're easy. I just like riding the motorcycle, but I might as well make something out of it and see if I can't grow it into something that'll pay in time. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't care one way or another. Anyway, it's still always a video record. It's not hard to put away. And you never know what kind of crazy stuff you're going to capture out there. He was on an Africa bike. I really like those, but they set too tall for me. That guy we just passed. And then, of course, you got this channel, and it's kind of the same way. It just started out as a videography of life, right? That I wish I had started much sooner, but I didn't even think to put videos on my other channel, 8 years ago or something. Well, I don't know. I started that one in 2012, I think. But ambition and where it leads to. A lot of people say you're going to kill yourself. They don't necessarily say it to me, but I hear them telling each other, dude, you work too much and all that stuff. And I guess if you got hypertension or something along those lines, that, work could kill you. And I do know that you can get overstimulated. Like when I had all the trucks, and a lot of times I would get overstimulated with issues with the trucks and the drivers. But I was, heavier then, and I'm in better shape now, actually, because I eat better. I don't think it was too stressful. A lot of times, sometimes I did feel like I was having a heart attack, but that wasn't, I feel like, that was the part of it, of the unknown, right? Like, damn, where is that damn driver at? He should have checked in 5 hours ago and he still ain't checking in, so I would worry about people. It wasn't the business side of the venture of owning trucks that ever wore me out. It was the drivers. I hate to say that, but it's true. It's hard. Somebody has to employ everyone, right? Everybody needs a job, and you can't always contract the cream of the crop because they're not necessarily looking for a job. Oh, look, they got teepees down there and all kinds of stuff. I wonder what that is. It's cool. Man, Montana is just a beautiful country. It takes my breath away. Just look at the view. I'm digressing again. I'm sorry. Keep me in line, guys. Just keep me in line. Oh, look at that big, nice rock wall over there. That's spectacular. Anyway, so with ambition, I wonder if it's not just being a workaholic. I mean, you can be a workaholic and never get anywhere. If you worked full time but you never progressed, well, there is a difference, isn't there? If you work if you work yourself to death, but you never get anywhere, then you don't have any ambition, maybe. Oh, see, I answered my own question because that's what I was trying to figure out. Am I just a workaholic? And no, I'm not. I have ambition. Damn, I'm a genius. Thanks for helping me figure that out. I mean, that was so easy. Now we can spend some time and look at this beautiful scenic byway. This is 191. It goes through the, I think it's the west side of Yellowstone National Park. And I've actually, this is a, guys, this is a first, all right? You're not going to find very many of these firsts in my life anymore. And you are here to witness this moment. I have never been on this particular highway before. I know I've been on almost every highway in the United States, but I have not been on this one. So I'm amazed and glorified at the beauty. Ain't no telling what we're going to see down here. This would be a good place to ride a motorcycle. I mean, it's not crazy twisty or anything, but it's still beautiful and scenic. I'm kind of tempted. I'm not going to do it, but I would buy a place up here. I certainly would. And I don't know why, when you can just come and sit down on that hill over there on your right and look at all the scenery you want for free. So owning a piece of God's country really isn't necessary, but it's a temptation, right? You know what I mean. It's a temptation. So, are you ambitious, or are you a workaholic, or are you a lazy bastard? And is there any in between those things? Is there any other places? I know a lot of people that will never do a minute's overtime because they say that they're not going to screw up their life and work overtime, but their life consists of going home and watching TV. So that's not, I guess if that is what they enjoy, that is a spectacular life. But to me, see, and this is a difference, right? Driving down this road, looking at these mountains is an adventure to me, and I get paid to live the adventure. Sort of like that slogan people say, live to ride. I think that's a backwards expression. I think it should be ride to live, you know? Because I think that's a lot of what motorcycling is about, is the adventure you bring yourself, and also the excitement. Because, you know, truthfully, you can get run over tomorrow, and there's much more likelihood of you getting run over on a motorcycle than there is in your big truck. So that's part of the adventure. Fear, like zip lining or riding a tram, or it makes your heart rate go up, but in a good way. Kind of like that first time some girl, when you was 13, put her hand on your leg, and you was like, oh my God, there goes the neighborhood. You know, you done went and bought the farm, because you know what's going to happen. And that's what this is. The beauty of this road is a beautiful young girl going, hey baby. Damn. Sometimes I think I'm retarded. I know I am. Feel free to laugh at me. But while you're laughing, just take a gander at that creek over there. Oh look, curbside pull-offs. I could drown somebody. That sounds like a plan. Now I was thinking about the ambition issue and all the different things can come with it, right? Because now that we took it over to the workaholic thing and compared them, well, I guess a workaholic may lose his family due to too much work, right? Because he's never there, or she's never there. Let's keep it equal, right? So something else I noticed is that people that are workaholics, and I can say this, talk about factory workers where I live. A lot of times they'll work, you know, 14, 16 hours a day, uh, sometimes 7 days a week. They, odd shifts, right? Uh, 720s or whatever, 712s or however you want to cut it up, right? I mean, like NAL, for instance, they do that, and they'll do it for months and months at a time. And so everyone's making this really good money, in their opinion, it's really good money, and it is for an average job. But all of that overtime stacks into cash that they can't spend because they're working. And as soon as they get a chance, they run out and they buy Harleys and boats and campers. And then they just never get to use those toys because they're always working. But yet they still have to pay for those toys. And they don't pay cash for them, they finance them. So now they got interest. And when their hours get cut back like they always do, then they end up setting those items out on the curb for sale because they overstretched themselves, and they get in trouble. Those people do end up in the bankruptcy issues quite a bit. Now, then you look at it from another standpoint, from the ambition side. The ambitious people will buy toys too. They definitely do, and all of that good stuff. And they may not use them either, but usually they are better able to afford them. But they may even have a higher rate of bankruptcy because when you're ambitious, you stretch yourself. You're like, yeah, I can do this, or I can do that, and I can make this work and make that work. Yeah, Big Sky. Welcome to Big Sky. So you can overstretch in that way too, because I guess both with ambitious people and workaholics, they can having creature comforts or things. That doesn't just apply to those two categories of people. It applies to everybody in life. People want things, and a lot of times the things they want they're not things that are needed. But that would be a whole different video when I talk about wants and needs. And actually, I should make that video and probably follow up this video, because wants and needs are a whole different story. But anyway, when I think about it, either one, I guess, can kill you or build you a comfortable life. Because all it comes down to in a lot of ways is we want to provide for our families in a more than adequate way. And we want safety nets. They should be safety nets created by our hands and not the government's hands. But we should definitely have safety nets. Look, there's a fly fisherman down there. That's the second one I've seen. I have never fly fished. I like fishing. Fly fishing might be cool. What do? Wear heated boots? Because I bet your feet would get cold. That wouldn't be no fun. Cold feet, warm heart, bad day. Well, it looks like the ground's wet around here. I guess it's been sprinkling.